Good morning to all of you. Let us see the unit number 4 CAMS. Already I have sent you the study material related to unit number 4, that is CAMS. Now all of we are knowing that CAM is a rotating element which gives a reciprocating or oscillatory motion to another element called as follower. Now here the CAM and follower is having a point or a line contact. So they constitute the higher pair. In this cam and follower mechanism, the cam rotates with a constant angular speed, whereas the motion of the follower is predetermined, and it depends upon the shape of that cam. Now, cam and follower is a very simple mechanism which is widely used to operate the valves, that is puppet valves of an IC engine. It is also used in the machineries which are used for paper cutting. In textile machines also the cam and follower mechanism is used. So this is about the introduction of the cam. Now cam and follower, they are classified according to different categories. Let us see what is the classification of follower. Now first classification of follower is according to the surface in contact. Now if you can see the figure number A, that is a cam with a knife edge follower, is the first type of follower under the category, that is according to surface in contact. So at the end of follower, a knife edge is provided. So because of this knife edge, there is a line or point contact between cam and follower. So because of this knife edge, there is excessive wear takes place between cam and follower. So these are seldomly used. These are not widely used. They are rarely used. So knife edge followers are rarely used. The second type of follower under the category according to surface in contact is a roller follower. So this is a cam, and at the end of follower the roller is provided. So because of the rolling action of this roller, the wear between cam and follower is reduced. So there is a less wear in the mechanism in which there is a roller follower. But because of this roller, the axial thrust is going to act in the follower. To reduce that axial thrust, instead of a roller at the end of follower, a flat face is provided, so that the axial thrust is going to be reduced. So this is the third type of follower, that is flat face follower. So at the end of follower, a flat face is provided. So in this type of follower, the axial thrust which is arises because of roller is reduced, as the roller is replaced by flat face. But in flat face follower, as there is a contact between the sliding surfaces is there, a contact stresses are going to develop. To reduce the contact stresses between the flat face and the cam, particular shape is given to the follower at its end. That shape is called as spherical shape. So because of this spherical shaped faced follower, the contact stresses between cam and follower is reduced. So these are the types of followers under the first category of classification of follower, that is according to the surface in contact. Moving further, the second classification of follower is according to the motion of the follower. Now, the first type in the category according to the motion of follower, the first type of the follower is a reciprocating follower. All the followers that we have seen in previous slide, that is knife edge follower, roller follower, bat face follower, spherical face follower, they all are reciprocating up and down. So this follower comes under category of reciprocating follower. The second type of follower under the category that is according to the motion of the follower is oscillating follower. So here you can see that this is the oscillating follower which is going to oscillate about this point when cam rotates. So like this it will oscillate. So the application of oscillate followers you will find in the wipers of locomotives. To operate the wipers of locomotives, oscillating followers are used. The third category of classification of follower, that is according to the path of motion of the follower. So first follower under this category, it is a radial follower. What is a radial follower? Whatever applications, whatever followers we have seen till now, that is from figure A to E, previous 4 and this one is fifth one, their axis, the axis of the follower and the axis of cam, they are coaxial, they are inner line. So axis of follower and axis of cam, they are inner line. So such a followers whose axis is in line with the axis of cam, those followers are called as radial followers. And the second type under this category, it is offset follower. In figure F it is shown the offset follower, that is the center, that is the axis of cam and the axis of follower. Axis of cam and the axis of follower, they are offset by some distance. In flat face follower we have seen that the axial thrust is reduced, but because of these sliding surfaces there is a increase in contact stresses, as well as there is a point contact, the wear will also takes place. So that wear we can reduce by offsetting the axis of follower from the axis of cam. So this is the classification of follower. Moving further, let us see what is the classification of cam. We'll see classification of cam later on. Let us see what is the kinematics of cam and follower. You can see that this is a knife edge follower and this is one cam is shown here. 4 angles are shown here, that is theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 and theta 4. Assume that this is the lowest position of follower. Why it is the lowest position of follower? Because whatever now if you see the circumference subtending angle theta 4, the distance of each point on this circumference from the center, it is the lowest one. Okay, so as the follower is in contact with this circumference, the follower is at its lowest position. In second figure, it is shown that the cam is rotated through an angle theta 1 in anti-clockwise direction, so that the follower is lifted in upward direction with a stroke length of s. If you see the angle theta 2, again the circumference of the cam subtended by angle theta 2, You see the distance of each point on the circumference subtended by angle theta 2. It is same from the axis of cam. So even though the cam rotates through an angle theta 2, the cam is not going to move up and down. Its velocity will be 0 during the rotation of cam for an angle theta 2. The follower will be in rest position. In figure 4, you can see that the cam again rotated through an angle theta 3. You can see that for this much circumference of cam, the distance of each point on this circumference goes on reducing from the axis of cam. So when the cam rotates through an angle theta 3, the follower will move from its topmost position to bottommost position. And again in figure 5 it is shown that when the cam rotates through an angle theta 4, it will be in rest position, because for this much circumference of cam, the distance of each point on this circumference of cam from the axis, it is same. So here from this kinematics of cam and follower, we can define some definitions related to follower. What is the outstroke of follower? That is the outstroke period. It can be defined that it is the period or angle of revolution of cam during which the follower moves from its bottommost position to topmost position. It is also called as forward stroke or ascent of the follower. It is shown in figure 2. The follower moves from its bottommost position to topmost position when the cam rotated through an angle theta 1. The second definition related to follower, it is the dwell period. It is defined as it is the period or angle of revolution of cam during which the follower is in the rest position. Now it is shown in figure number 3 and figure number 5. During the rotation of angle theta 2 and during the rotation of cam through an angle theta 4, the follower is in rest position. And the in-stroke of the follower, it is defined as it is the period or angle of revolution of cam during which the follower moves from its topmost position to bottommost position. It is also called as return stroke or descent of the follower. So it is shown in the figure number 4. When the cam rotates through an angle theta 3, the follower will move from its topmost position to bottommost position. So here you can see that the dwell period may be in between outstroke and instroke, or the follower will move in upward direction and immediately it will move in downward direction, and dwell may be after outstroke and return stroke of the follower. So there are two possibilities in the motion of follower. First one is that the dwell period may be in between outstroke and return stroke. The second possibility, the dwell period may be after outstroke and instroke of the follower. Thank you.